I've done over 3,000 real estate deals, and at this point, I've got the ultimate blueprint for finding absolute best deals in Puerto Rico. But it's not what you think. Let me tell you a story. We bought this 4-family house at foreclosure sale in Carolina, Puerto Rico. It was in the neighborhood, or just outside the gates of the neighborhood that I've lived in for nearly 5 years. So I knew this area really, really well, and I knew that it was a great deal. The opening bid was like $75,000. It may have even been a little bit less than that. And we knew that we could pay up to $185,000 on it and still have an excellent deal. If we bought it for $185,000, we figured that it needed maybe $50,000 or $60,000 worth of work, and that it would be worth $350,000 to $400,000. Now, fast forward, we go to the foreclosure sale. And normally when you go to the foreclosure sale and there are these great deals, there's going to be at least 10 or 15 or 20 bidders. But in this case, it was just us and one other person. So this lady that was there, she's a regular. She buys lots and lots of foreclosures. And we ended up outbidding her. We ended up buying it for $143,000, which is a tremendous deal. Remember, we would have paid $185,000. But the best part of this story, and what excites me so much and why we're doing this video, is because when we showed up to the foreclosure sale and there was only us and one other bidder, I realized that the foreclosure sale is a gold mine for the island of Puerto Rico. Because as real estate investors, we're looking for distress. We're looking for problems to solve. Anybody who's in the foreclosure process is automatically a motivated seller. They have problems that need to be solved, and you as the real estate investor can solve them. And we're going to talk about several ways that you can do this, and you don't have to have a lot of money. And guys, this works for everybody, not just me, not just Adon, but anybody who wants to get in this business can go to the courthouse in your local town on the island of Puerto Rico and find the list of houses that are coming out. And there are going to be unicorns there. There's going to be everything that you want to invest in, from single family to multifamily to even small commercial deals. You're going to be able to find stuff that's priced really, really cheap, like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, all the way up to millions of dollars and everything in between. And not only that, stay with me here, because I'm going to tell you, each and every one of you, how you can benefit from this. Whether you're the person who's just starting out and you have no money at all and you don't have a silver spoon in your mouth, you don't have a rich uncle, so you need to get into this real estate business with very little money down, this is the place that you can look for distressed sellers and go and negotiate with them. Or you may be somebody who's got a pile of cash in your self-directed IRA and you want to do quick flips and you want to make money. You can go and bid on these properties actually at the foreclosure sale and take ownership of them and get the very best deal. When you negotiate these properties before the sale, you get to deal with motivated sellers who will give you great deals. And when you're buying at the actual foreclosure sale, you're buying at what the bank is owed. So you're really getting rock bottom prices. So everything in between there is there for the taking, and it doesn't matter where you're starting out as a real estate investing. This is just an exciting place to find great deals. And you don't have to look on the MLS, you don't have to look on Zillow, you don't have to go on Classificados. You go straight to the courthouse and they're going to give you a list of distressed sellers and properties that are distressed, and it's low-hanging fruit, guys. As real estate investors, we're always looking for the way that we can find the properties that we can buy down here and then put a little bit of value add into them and then sell them way up here. And that's what this foreclosure sale offers. Whether you're buying it in pre-foreclosure before it actually goes to the courthouse steps, or you're going straight to the courthouse steps like we did in the one that I just told you the story about, and buying them the same day. Don't go away though, because I'm going to tell you how that foreclosure sale process works and how you can be prepared so that you don't lose all of your money, because it is a scary place to buy real estate. So here's what I want you to look at once you go find the list at the local foreclosure sale. And whether you're doing the pre-foreclosure or you're going to go straight to the steps and pay all cash in the moment, I want you to look for the low-hanging fruit. Again, we talk about this. That's the stuff that you can buy very cheap. So you're going to want to look for the vacant stuff, so it's got no rental income coming in. You're going to want to look for the distressed properties, the ones that are really like dog shit ugly. They're the worst house on the street, but it's in a really good neighborhood, and every other house on the street looks really good. So you know that if you buy this ugly duckling, you can renovate it up and make it the prettiest house on the street, and you're going to get a ton of equity. We call that forcing the equity, and it's a brilliant way to make piles of cash. Here's something else that's really exciting. These deals often fly under the radar. Like in the story I just told you, we showed up to the foreclosure sale and it was just us and one other bidder. Other sales that we've been to have maybe had 10, 15, 20 bidders, but there's not a big amount of competition. So these houses aren't getting looked at. People aren't knocking on their doors and beating the door down to try and buy the houses from them. So when you come around and you start presenting solutions to their problems, they're going to love you. You're a real estate investor superhero who's going to solve their problem. One thing that I want to point out here in this video, because this is a Puerto Rico-centric video, and we get all the time in the comments that they're gentrifying and that we're kicking the Puerto Rican people out of their houses. Guys, when we show up to these foreclosure sales, I'm the only person there who looks like me. And in fact, most of the time, I don't even go in the room. It's a Don goes in and bids on these property, and everybody else there is a local real estate investor who's doing this. And so you could be that local real estate investor. Don't believe the hype that you can't do this. This is something that anyone can do. This is not rocket surgery, we like to say all the time on this channel. This is something that, again, the non-experienced novice can grab that list of foreclosures and go buy distressed properties direct from the sellers with very little competition, solve problems for the sellers before they have a foreclosure on their record, and save the day. Or the person who wants to own for the long haul, the long term, fix up, force the value, and get the massive cash flow, you can go straight to the foreclosure sale, and you don't have to negotiate with anybody. You just buy the low-hanging fruit. Prepare to buy all of the good deals, buy the ones that fall to you. This is a really great business. This is what we've done as value-add real estate investors over the last 25, 26 years. Thousands of times we've gone to a foreclosure sale in Florida, and now we're going on the island of Puerto Rico. We prepare to buy everything that comes through the sale, and we buy the low-hanging fruit, the stuff that falls to us. We've got our number set before we get there. And whenever we buy it for our number or less, we know that we've gotten a great deal. In the story I told you earlier in the video, we bought it for 143. We would have paid 185. Think about that. We already had tons of equity. Then we did a massive renovation and we forced that equity up. Now we're sitting on a cash flowing asset that's worth a hell of a lot more than we've got in it. That's the way you build wealth. That's what's so exciting about becoming a real estate investor. Give this video a like if you like this real estate investing content, and if you want to get more information about how to become a real estate investor. We want to be a part of your real estate investing story. We've even got a community over on School. It's a free community where you can network and you can learn together. And guys, you can even do deals together. So join the Flip Flop Flipper community on School. Now I'm going to give you the step-by-step guide for finding real estate foreclosure deals. First, you need to do a whole bunch of research. You're going to want to learn the area where you're going to want to buy. You're going to need to know things like what are the properties in the neighborhood selling for, and what's it going to cost you to renovate them. Are there back taxes? Is there back HOAs? Make sure when you're doing the research that you're buying first mortgages and that they've named all of the inferior liens so that when you get your great deal, you're not actually buying a second mortgage and you're behind a big first mortgage and you're going to lose all your money. Remember, if you buy at the foreclosure sale at the courthouse steps, this is for experienced real estate investors. You've got a lot of work to become an experienced real estate investor, but it's not unattainable for anybody who's watching this video. Step 2 for you here. Preparation. Preparation is key. So step 2 is preparation. When you are preparing for the foreclosure sales, I like to say to anybody who's listening, don't just pick one house and fall in love with it and try to go to a foreclosure sale to buy it. Guys, your success rate is going to be so low that is just probably a waste of time. You're going to just frustrate yourself. You're almost never going to get that one unicorn house. What I encourage people to do, what we do, prepare for everything. So look at all of the lists that you can get at the courthouse for the whole month and then see which ones look like they're a good deal. What's the low-hanging fruit? I've said that a couple of times in this video. And prepare for all of the ones that look like you could make some money on. Now, what's it take to prepare? You're going to need to make sure that you have the cash on hand, because when you go to these foreclosure sales, and I'm assuming now that you're actually going to the courthouse steps to buy the property out of foreclosure from the sheriff, alguacil de tribunal. When you're at the foreclosure sale at the courthouse steps, you have to have all of the money. When you win the bid, when you're at the auction and you're bidding 100,000 and then Adon says 101 and you say 102, Adon says 103 and you say 105, and Adon stops bidding and the clerk says going once, twice, 3 times sold, you guys have to hand them the money. All of the money, $105,000 in that example, right? And you need to do it right there in an instant. So you need to prepare for this, and you have to have the cash in hand. You'll want to have multiple cashier's checks so that you can come as close as possible to exactly the amount of money that you bid. Any money that you give them that's under the amount that you bid, if you don't have enough, they're going to throw it back. You're not going to win the property. They're not going to give you time to go to your car or go get a check from the bank. They're not going to take a personal check. You're either going to need bank checks or cash. That's it. Those are the forms of payment that they'll take, and you have to have all of the money in an instant. Oh, by the way, if you give them too much money, so you bid 105 and you give them 110 because that's the way your checks line up, you will probably get that $5,000 back, but don't count on getting it back anytime soon. It's going to take you a long, long time, so you don't want to do that. Here's what we do when we're preparing for the foreclosure sale. We've got a war chest. We've got some partners who have given us some cash. We've got cashier's checks. They sit there in the briefcase, and so we've got all kinds of different denominations, and we try to make sure that we have enough money on hand to buy several properties. We're only successful 1 out of 10 times, and that would be really good. We're probably only successful 1 out of 15 times. And guys, we're really good at this. We've been doing it for a long time. It's not going to be easy, but it is well worth it. For you, if you're looking for the money, find your partners, get your cashier's checks. If you've got a line of credit, maybe you've got a HELOC, you're going to pull that money out ahead of time. Get yourself cashier's checks and some cash on hand. This is what you're going to need to do if you want to go into this business. So now you've done all the work and you've got the money together and you're going to go to the foreclosure sale. This is step number 3. You're going to attend the sale. You're going to bid strategically. For those of you that are watching that are local to the island, that speak the language of Spanish, wow, you've got a big advantage. I hear all the time that I'm the big boogeyman who comes and I'm buying up all these properties. But when I attend these sales, guys, the truth is I'm the odd man out. I'm the one who doesn't know the language. It's harder for me than it is for the locals. So if you're a local, you speak the language, you've got a real advantage, and you should take advantage of the advantages that you have. Guys, this is powerful wealth building stuff. Real estate investing is the way to gain wealth. You can gain cash flow, you can get out of the rat race. All of these things are there for you. So if you're in the room and the opening bid is, say, $55,000, and you know that you're willing to pay $155,000, and somebody opens the bid at just $55,100, you may want to jump the bid up to $80,000 and hopefully crush the soul of the room and take it down right there because you're getting a great deal at that point. Now, conversely, same deal. The opening bid is $55,000 and somebody opens it at $80,000. You may want to start going slow. Bid $80,100 and slow it down. Guys, it's not a science, it's an art. When you're in these live auctions, your goal is to buy the property at the best price that you can. So you want to crush people's souls. You want to steal their will. You want to frustrate them at every turn. If they're going fast, you go slow. If they're going slow, you go fast. The point is, you want to get the best deal you can. Remember, this is real estate investing rule 101. You make your money when you buy. It's tough for me to explain this in the video. You haven't been there, you haven't experienced it, and you're going to have growing pains. And oh, by the way, every other person that's in that room is going to try and crush your soul. They're going to try and steal your will. They want you to have a bad experience. They want you to pay too much, and they never want to see your ass come back to the foreclosure sale again. That's just the truth. If you're going to do this, you'd better have thick skin. You'd better have piles of cash. You better go in there ready to take some people's souls. So why in the hell do you want to go fight against these los regulares? Here's why. Recently, we just bought this duplex again in Carolina. Guys, we love Carolina. This is where we lived, so this is what we know, so this is where we go. We bought this property for $158,000. We think we're going to sell it for $285,000. We're nearly done with the renovation right now. We're going to be all in at $188,000, so that's roughly 65%, 66% of the after repaired value. That's better than the 70% rule that we coach, that we teach everybody to use. You take the expected sales price, multiply it by 70, subtract out your renovations, and that's where a great deal can be had. Here, we've got an even better deal because we went and bought it directly at the foreclosure sale. And we may even be able to sell this house for as much as $300 or $310, but I like to be conservative, so I'm thinking that we're going to sell it for $285. And oh, by the way, if you want to buy a great house that you can house hack, we're going to be selling this. And guys, we're motivated sellers. We would sell with an appraised value or at appraised value. If you've got a bank loan, we might even be able to be coerced into being the bank and selling you with some seller financing. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you want to talk about this. Are you looking for a house hack on the island of Puerto Rico and maybe in Carolina, Puerto Rico? It's a big, beautiful house. Hey guys, since I mentioned the 70% rule, I just figured I'll put it in here. This is a bonus, a pro tip, if you will. The 70% rule is really kind of the basic math that any real estate investor needs to know. And that is you take the expected sales price after renovations, so the highest price you're going to get, the retail price. You multiply it times 70%, you subtract out how much it's going to cost you to renovate the property, and that's the number that you want to bid on a house. When you go to the foreclosure sale, you want to be in lower. Like in the example I just gave, we think we're in at about 65, maybe 66%. which is even better for us, right? And it should be. We should get a better deal because we're spending all the money in the dangerous spot. We're doing it quick. We're making fast decisions, and we're paying all the cash. Whereas if you buy it on market, you might be able to pay a little bit more because you've got some time to do inspections and things like that. Guys, I think going to the foreclosure sale and finding the list, or going to the courthouse and getting the list and buying these houses that are in pre-foreclosures direct from seller, or going to the actual sale, this is the place to be for the next couple of years. There's going to be amazing opportunities, and it's available to the locals. We like to always let that kind of message get out there in all of these videos because we're cheerleading Puerto Rico, and we are often criticized because we came to the island and we're doing business. But listen, when we show up, we're the odd man out. We're not one of the regulars. It's harder for us than it is for you. This is something where you've got an advantage. Go and make some money. Build some wealth. Get the cash flow. Get yourself out of the rat race, man. If you've got a job that you hate. I know you're interested in real estate, and for all of the reasons I just said, guys, I'm begging you, take some action. It's on you. It's not on me. I put these videos out here regularly. Probably I put out more videos than you watch. You've got to take the action. Join us on School. If you really want to kickstart yourself, come join us in the paid account. It's an Apex. All of these things are in the description. You can click on all of the links. Join the free one. Join the paid one if you want to kickstart your career. We're doing partnerships with people in the Apex group. We want to partner with you. Again, we want to be part of your story. Guys, we'll see you on the next one. This is on you now. What are you going to do? I'm going to buy real estate this week, next year, and next month. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep hating your job?